If you have ever wanted to bring the taste of Israel into your home, then this is the recipe to start with. Homemade Israeli pita right in your kitchen. Hi, I'm Rivki from Lev Haolam, and I'm joined by Chef David. Hi, David.
Hi, hello everybody.
Welcome back to the Lev Haolam kitchen. David, what are we doing today?
Today we are making Israel essential pita bread that you take and you eat with everything. You put everything inside.
It's true. There is not a single place in Israel, not a supermarket, not a little makolet on the side of the street. It doesn't matter. That's my point. Any single place you go, a street cart, you're gonna find pita.
And we love bread. We love everything.
Everything's better with bread. Okay, so what ingredients do we need, David?
We need the plain flour, dry yeast, salt, some olive oil, sugar, and warm water. Not too much ingredients. Mix together, wait a little bit, and it's ready. So we have our flour, we already measure it. We are using 500 grams, a little bit less than the recipe. Only two of us, we don't need too much.
And my friends, when I make bread, almost always activate the yeast. But David was saying for this particular recipe, you could, if you wanted to activate the yeast in warm water, you could. But it's actually okay just to mix all the dry ingredients together. And when it rises, that will take care of it, yeah?
Yeah, we will mix all the dry together now.
Okay.
Mix it and add water and start to...
Great. Listen, I like life made easier, David. Anytime you can make things just a little bit easier, I think it's worth it.
Our salt.
Salt, of course. We like to use the 424 Dead Sea salt. You could use kosher salt for this. But the thing about the Dead Sea salt is it has a very high mineral content, much higher than just a regular salt. So I feel like it's nice. You get a little extra nutrition.
Yes. Let's mix all together.
Deceptively simple. Amazing.
And add our warm water inside.
Okay.
Now let's make the dough.
All right. And you just knead this with your hands. David, how do you know when you're making a dough like this for a pita, how do you know if you have put too much liquid in?
It's not supposed to be super runny.
Okay.
It's supposed to be like nice and elastic.
Okay.
That you comfortable work with. Later we will add also the oil, that it will not stick and it will be easy. It's supposed to be nice, elastic, not too wet.
Okay.
Also not too dry. For example, you can add more water or flour if you need. I see now I need a little bit more flour.
Okay.
If you can pass me with.
Yeah, sure.
Put a little bit more.
I see that. I see how it's getting firmer, I guess is how I would describe the texture. It just becomes a little bit firmer. And David, does it matter how much you work the dough for the rising?
You need to really mix it very good to make it elastic. Let's add also olive oil.
He's even a one-handed chef.
Just a couple.
Olive oil.
So now I put it down here and start to work with this.
Don't forget, subscribe to our channel.
So we mix our dough. You see it's elastic.
All right. Now we clean up and it rises for a while?
We put towel.
Okay.
Set aside and wait till it rises. 1.5 hours. and after we will form it.
While we're making pita, David and I wanted to show you this gorgeous summer box, the pita box, because we're working from this pita recipe book today. Also, look at this. It's filled with wonderful edible items. This is a falafel mix. So you can make falafel to go with your pita, which is incredible. But you guys, I gotta tell you something. This guy, he's actually gonna come back to the kitchen and teach us how to make falafel from scratch, from chickpeas. So definitely like and subscribe to the channel so that you do not miss that recipe. You will love it. Tahina, of course, tomato sauce, it's just beautiful, right?
Yes, my favorite part is amazing magazine explaining about all the producers, their stories, all the products, and about the mission. It's very nice to have and read. Thank you for supporting, for watching, for being involved in this project. It's mean a lot for us and for these people and producer. Okay, our dough was resting for 1 hour. You see how it's raised?
Yeah.
I think twice or in triple. Yeah, and now we need to form our pita, to roll it and fry.
Okay.
So let's take a little bit more flour that did not stick. Put it here.
You're absolutely right. That yeast worked perfectly.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's really nice. I do love that yeasty smell, I have to say.
Yeah.
Smell delicious. And then David, when you're separating them to make the pitas, I guess it doesn't matter how big they are, or is there a rule of thumb? Like,
Depends how big you want, but I think it's 100 gram piece. You just take, and after we need to form our pita.
Yeah. And then when you're forming it, how thin do you want it to be?
It's not need to be too thin.
Okay.
Maybe half of centimeter.
Okay. And then I guess also the thing I'm realizing is by making a pita by hand, it's not going to be perfectly round.
Yes, you can use a roll to roll it if you want. We want to work with our hands.
You guys, we did another recipe a little while ago that was so nice. It was an egg salad, aioli in a pita. So now you could actually even make the pita to go with the egg salad. How about that, David? I think about a year ago, you made biblical flatbread, which is super delicious. It looks very similar to this. How are the two different?
Yeah, it's very similar, but in flatbread we don't use yeast. We use without yeast, so it's
flat.
It's more flat.
Okay.
More flat.
Okay, that's great. So you guys, you can also check out the flatbread recipe. That's more like a laffa, for rolling something inside of it. Wow, this feels great.
So
feels good.
More softer than that.
Yeah, it is. I can feel the kind of cushiness of it. All right. If you want to cook like an Israeli, then you are in luck. We have prepared a beautiful recipe book just for you. It's filled with wonderful recipes from right here in the Holy Land. And if you would like to receive your totally free recipe book from us at Lev Haolam, just follow the link in the comments below and we will be happy to share the recipe book with you.
Okay, we have our pan. We need it really hot. We need to wait it will be hot. Then put our pita, and it's supposed to up, I guess.
Yeah, puff up.
Puff up, yeah.
God willing.
Our pan is hot, so we put it.
And David, you don't have to oil the skillet or anything non-stick. You just drop it in.
Yeah, don't need. You just need the heat, and it's
okay. I feel like we're gonna see magic.
Let's wait.
Savlanut, patience. Oh my gosh. David.
What?
It's happening. Not that I didn't believe, but I didn't believe.
Me also, yes. It looks nice.
It smells like pita.
Mm-hmm.
You guys, I feel like I'm walking in the Shuk Machane Yehuda. when you go past the little baking places where they're making pitot, this is exactly what it smells like. So for those of you who've traveled to Israel and you've been to the shuk and you make this at home, you are absolutely going to be feeling like you're in Jerusalem at the shuk. I'm telling you. And if you haven't been to Jerusalem to the shuk, make this and then just smell the smell. That is Jerusalem in your house, or really any city in Israel. But I connected with Jerusalem because that's where my emotional memory of it is. But wow, I'm very excited. I'm impressed. Officially.
Okay, let's put next one. And clip on it.
So David and I talked about how we were going to do the taste test. Should we do the taste test with hummus? Should we do it with olive oil? We decided we're actually just going to do it as is because we want to assess the pita, right?
It's warm, it's fresh, warm. It's better to taste.
It pulls apart. Oh, David.
Look the pocket.
Yeah. B'tei avon. This, first of all, in terms of texture, absolutely.
And smell.
Yeah.
So soft. It's like more homemade. Always better.
You have to try this and let me know. Let us know in the comments too if there's something else that you would like us to cook in particular. And of course, please like and subscribe to the channel. It actually really helps me and David so much when you share the channel with your friends and when you subscribe to it. So we appreciate that because then we can do more for Israel, right? So, okay. Pita, pita, pita.
See you.
Bye guys. See you next time.
Bye.